It's showtime.
Welcome back, guys. So we are in the lower city once again. We just finished, we just exited out of the cantina and we're going into the second apartment section that is in the lower city. And then from there, we're going to go to the hidden back base and start the swoop race. But for now, I'm just going to do some exploration. For some reason, this always happens that the team member is far away and then you're not able to go the next section because they're too far away. That was just so annoying.
There's a bounty on your little green. That's the plan.
That's Kilo Nord. We already saw him in the cantina and we're seeing him a second time. And we're gonna see him a couple more times in the game. Alright, so to open this footlocker, you gotta solve this message, and if you don't, I think this footlocker actually explodes. So, just have to read this message, remember what it says, and when you open the footlocker, you gotta enter this key or whatever. And then we can open this, and we got Republic Mod Armor, 100 credits. Republic Mod Armor we can actually upgrade. It's actually pretty weak. I think it's like 5 defense. Yeah, that's it. But we can upgrade it to it can be at least like 6 or 7. But I think the Chani Fiber Armor is just a lot better in my opinion. It's got +4 dexterity, which is nice. But that's about it.
No problem. Got it. Stop right there, or I'll give you... No, I will go explore some... I gave you a chance to get... Now you'll see what...
So she's one of the bounties I have to take down anyway, so I won't get any dark side points even... But if I attack her outright, I'll get dark side points. So I was just thinking about just putting on something for my head because there is will +2, awareness +2, so different stuff for each of these guys. And I just realized that Zalbar doesn't have his upgrade package on for like an implant or whatever. So I put his on, and I will put like at least I think the Verpine headband or the neural band, one of those two, and it will just give me a bigger bonus for my attacks and stuff. Okay, we're done exploring, and we're just gonna go back. We're getting the hell out of here, because they always keep on fucking respawning all the time. It's just so annoying. And now we should be able to go back to that base. No. And now we should go back to the hidden back base and start this race right away. So I might as well announce this right now, but after this Taris section, I'm actually doing a walkthrough, as you guys can see, but I am not going to continue with the normal walkthrough route after I finish this Taris section. So I'm going to do something a little bit different, because I'm going to have so many freaking parts of the Coder series, and I'm never going to finish it, so I figured I'd do something that's a lot more easier and convenient for you guys when you watch it. So instead of having a huge amount of walkthrough videos, like at least like 50 or 100 something, I'll condense them down to a dramatic amount. So you'll see a difference after Taris, and I'll get to that a lot later when it comes to after the Taris section. I'll let you guys know what that is. So essentially I have to do at least 2 to 3 races to win. It doesn't really matter if you don't beat your time or not. First you have to just race, second time you have to beat your own time, third time you have to beat that time, but I don't think it really matters in the end. I think I've tried losing sometimes, and it still doesn't matter in the end. And you can see Bastila in the background. She looks like she's subdued by the vultures. So using the swoop bike is pretty easy, as I'll get into it. All you have to do is press A and then move with your thumbstick. You have to use these little pads to speed up, and then press A at the end to speed up even more. And just race, man, that's it. Just go fast. So the Volkers still have one or two of their bikes, so they can still race. So no matter what, even if you destroyed the swoop bikes like I did before, way back, it doesn't matter. You'll still have to face them. Oh, so you only have to do 2 races. I thought you had to do 3, but it's just 2. And I win the race.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck trick. You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the
So Breshik used to be part of the Hidden Becks and was shown in the Coder series, the comic series, and he was a slimy bastard, man, and he's even more of a slimy bastard now.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
So, interestingly with Bastila, it's kind of weird, but if she has armor and you take the armor off, she has that outfit that you see right there. But if she has the Jedi outfit and you take the armor or outfit off, it becomes a totally different outfit. It's like a yellow bra, whatever. I noticed this when I was younger, so that's what it was more than anything. Because, I mean, who doesn't like Bastila? I mean, come on, man.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up... Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well,
Oh, come on. I did all that shit for you, man.
Example, in case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulcans would have left you for...
So early on, Bastila acts like a dick, and she's pretty arrogant. Arrogant about the Jedi, and that's
But a Jedi
another reason why she's gonna be ending up going down the dark side, because of how arrogant she is. So.
Even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resource... Carthanasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me.
It's so noticeable. Like back in the day it wasn't, but now it's just like you can see like the coloring. It's like so off compared to from her head to her body. It's just like, oh my god.
You cannot win, Revan.
So interesting flashback.
Bastila,
I
you're
don't know why
alive.
he keeps
Finally,
getting
things
these
are
dreams,
looking up.
but oh well.
Now I just need to figure out a way to get off.
Also, this is my favorite theme song by far, Bastila's theme. Oh, you can hear it in the background.
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly.
It's only
Hopefully our
playable
Taris will
in
go
this
more
section
smoothly than
alone.
I know you're new at this,
Just in the apartment
Bastila,
section,
but
but
a
it's
leader
just
doesn't
so
berate her troops just because
beautiful.
things aren't going
I love
as
it.
planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A
He's
good
totally
leader will at
right.
least
Listen
the
to
advice of
him.
those who have seen more
And he acts like an
combat
arrogant prick
than
too,
you
but
ever will.
at least he makes sense. You know, he's kind of right. Karth is right.
Yes.
But I tell him to
All
settle
right,
down.
Of course. I apologize, Karth.
We have to work as a team.
It's been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm
We're
happy
all
to
here
listen
by
to your
ourselves. We
advice.
gotta work as a
What do
team
you
because the
suggest we
Sith
do?
are out to
First
get us,
off, we
man.
can't
Come on.
Get hung up on who's in charge. We
Exactly.
all need
This
to
is
work together if we
exactly
wanna
what
get
I'm
off
saying,
this
man.
rock. The answer
This is why I
out
like
there.
Karth. He's actually a good
Well
dude,
said,
man.
Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on... I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us. Is something wrong? A vision? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force and... I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may... It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more... The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the... However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now.
So I'm gonna upgrade some stuff. Took a look at that lightsaber. That's pretty nice. Republic mod armor. It's only 7 plus 5. It's resistance to cold, as you can see with the mesh. So I like the Achani fiber armor, so I'm gonna equip that. Karth is probably gonna have another armor set.
Hey there.
So I'm gonna talk to these guys first,
Really?
and then
You
get
want
out
to
of
know
here.
about me? Nobody's ever really... Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own, and this was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulkars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z. Hey, nobody said the Vulkars were smart, but there were 3 of them. Anyway, I don't like the Vulkars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so... Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. Those Vulkars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how... I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Vulkar a meter up off the ground and held him there by his... The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Vulkar was so scared, he fainted. Or, I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Anyway, I knew those Vulkars would be back. He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept... Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of him? In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big... Yeah, I suppose... My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right.
It always does a good job of setting up conversations. Like, you can tell, like, oh, with my brother, and then, oh, what about your brother? Oh, we'll get to that in the next discussion. Like, they always do that every time.
Yes, what's on your mind? I thought I said I don't want... Not particularly. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected. You don't? I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak is... Saul was my commanding officer.
In the Coder series, Saul Karath is the biggest dick in that whole series. Big fucking dick. I hate that guy. He was an egotistical menace in the Republic, and he was pretty bad. But in like this, he's like not that bad. But in the comic series, he's a big fucking asshole.
Even when things, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. Now, I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our... I mean, I could have stopped him. I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the... No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret... Well, there's more to the story, but I don't want to talk...
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all... I managed to free myself, as I recall.
Oh, bullshit, man. Come on.
If I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thug...
Get out of here, man. I had that handled.
I probably wouldn't have been able to...
Well, I mean, I struggled, but I had that
about.
handled.
It couldn't have been an easy task. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner. Yes.
Rescued the damsel in distress.
Myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all.
A damsel in distress.
When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us
I love the
expected
coy
this
responses that
The Jedi could
you
have
say
done
to
this
Bastila. It's always the best.
The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There isn't... Perhaps if you weren't... Well, if you were younger... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, hopefully between your ability...
Yep. I'm glad you admitted it.
Yinkin kunoba mulira. Rundi hadonga kuhungabi. Takum justak miki grabelmo. Tongai tuam jiji yumalit. Shagji kin.
You again? What? Good. I don't mind. You again? Why do you... Wait. Think about what... He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a bounty put on my head for defending myself. I guess I have no choice but to stay here. You again?
So I'll have to talk to Holden, see if we can work out a deal so that he takes out the bounty from her.
I don't want to... No,
and I
don't.
go down the dark side. And I go down the dark side a little bit because I need to,
Okay, I'll tell you. Holden.
you know,
is my
just try to
father.
help her, you know?
I doubt it. Holden is. You could
So
try,
I get a little bit of dark
Seems
side points.
better.
It's not a big difference. I mean,
Goodbye
you
and
can
good
just save yourself with a more light side. It's not a big deal. You'll get light side pretty easily in this game. Light side and dark side. Mostly light side. But, I had to do that just to unlock that conversation choice because I couldn't be able to persuade her anymore. So I figured just do that. At Brejik's belt and her lightsaber. Nobody notices her with her lightsaber. It's kind of weird. You would think we'd have to hide her, but it's okay to put her out in Taris with all the Sith around. They don't even notice her. It's whatever. It was a game back in the day. It's whatever. So I'm gonna stop it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna go on to meet with Candace the next time around, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.